Patel, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Instrumentation and Control. Today's our topic is move function, that is used in the chapter number 3, data handling function. In the last session we will study about the block diagram of the move function. After that we have take two examples, move timing example and move addition example. Okay, so using the move function we can easily move the data from one source address to the destination address. In the addition we will see that we have to use the move function before the addition program, and after the addition command is executed we have to again use the to move block, because after the addition is generated we can get the answer in the format of the sum and the carry. So we have to save the data for the sum in this particular destination address and carry for the another particular address. Now today's topic is block transfer function. If we have to transfer the block from the one address to the another address, so what we can do? So here 10 register is given. Register input register will be starting from IR 0053, IR 0054 and the last register will be IR 0062, and we have to transfer this 10 register to the output register, and the address of the output register is given OR 0128, OR 0129 up to OR 0137. So we have to transfer 10 register at the same time. So for that we have to use the block transfer function. In the move function we have to transfer only the one register. That means IR 0053 is my source address and OR 0128 is my destination address. But if we have to transfer the 10 register at the same time, for that we have to use the block transfer function. So what is the ladder diagram for the block transfer function? So whenever we draw the block diagram transfer function diagram, we have to take one input register, input IN007, then we have to decide the length of this particular system. Here we have to transfer the 10 register from input to output, from source to destination. So here we have to write length 10. If we have to transfer only 4 register from source to destination, so we have to write in the length number 4. Now the next is in the block format. We have to write the address of the source and at which address we have to end the source address and at which address we have to end the destination address. So the computer knows that if we have to end the source address at IR 0062 and length of this block is 10, that means we have to start from IR 0053. Same logic will be applicable for the destination address. And what is the command for the block transfer? We have to use the block transfer command BT0173. So in the same program, in the same run, we have to transfer a multiple register at the same time. Okay, so this is the advantages of the block transfer function. If we have to know that we have to transfer a number of register at the same time, so that time we have to use a block transfer function. But the address of the register will be continuous. The compulsory condition is that the starting and ending address, the address of the register will be continuous. If we have to transfer the register like 0054 and the 0056, that time we cannot use the block transfer function. For that you have compulsory use a move function. How many times you have to use the move function? If we have to transfer the 10 register, so the program will be executed in the 10 lines. So using the block transfer function, we have executed program in the simple one line. Clear? Now while goes on when all the data from 10 register is transferred. So that time the output goes on. Clear? Now next is table to register move function. If we have to transfer table to register, that means one table format is given and particular table we have to transfer the register. Suppose this is the diagram of this table to register move function. Here the table is given OR0033, OR0034, OR0035, OR0036, OR0037, OR0038 and OR0039. Okay, now we have to transfer this table for this particular register and the register is given HR0172. So what is the ladder diagram for table to register move? So for that we have to take three inputs. First one is the step, the next one is the reset and third one is the enable. You have to combine the reset and enable bit or you have to take two inputs for this particular two table to register move. Now length is 4. That means we have to transfer these 4 data to this particular register. If we have to transfer 5 table to the particular register, so you have to write length number 4. Then end. Okay, end of the table. That is OR0037. So here you can see that this is my end of this table OR0037 and my length is 4. So using the length and the end point, we know about what is the starting point for this particular table. It is OR0034. So you have to write the number 1, 2, 3, 4. If we have to transfer the 6th table to register and my ending address is 0038. Okay, so this is my 6th number 37 5, 37 36 4, 3, 2 and 1. So my starting address will become 0033. So according to the end point, we have to decide the starting point. Now the pointer location is important because here only length 4 is given. If we have to transfer 40 data for this particular register, so during the program execution we know about that which number of data will be sent for this particular register. So pointer is important and then destination. At what destination address we have to send the data from table to register. So it is HR0172 and the command for the table to register is TR0327. Okay. So at what time output goes on? If all the data will be moved from table to register, that time output goes on. Okay, so this is the logic behind the table to register. Now the first location is indicated the table length, the second is indicated the table and the third one is the pointer and the fourth one is the destination. So whenever you draw the ladder diagram for the table to register, you have to write the length, end point, pointer and the destination address. Clear? The next one is the register to table move function. In the first case, we have to transfer table to register. Now we have to transfer fixed register to the multiple table move system. So for that again we have to take 3 input, step, enable and reset, that is IN0078, IN0079 and IN0088. Now what is the function of the table to register? It is TR. So for register to table we have to write RT0328. Now what is the block format for the register to table? It is most important. So first of all we have to write the length. Okay. Now in the table to register we have to write the end point of the table. Okay, so here again we have to write the table end, at which point my table will be end. OR0164 pointer as it is, HR0101 and source. Okay, that is OR0173. So what is the actual diagram of the register to table? So here one register is given HR0173 and number of table is given. Now the length is given for this particular program is 3. So we have to transfer the source register to the destination register up to 3 table. Now the n table data will be given in the ladder diagram, that is OR0164. So OR0164 is the third position because length is 3. So second one will be OR0163 and the first one is the OR0162. Okay, so we have also sent the data from one source register to the number of table, that is become our destination address. So first you have to write the table length, then the table end, then the pointer and the source. Okay, so this is all about the register to table move system. Clear? Okay, if we have to transfer register to table and the length will be 5 and my end point is OR0165. So my starting point will become OR0161. So using the end point, you have easily identified the starting point of the table. Clear? Now next one is the shift register function. If you have to shift the particular bit for this particular address, so you have to use a shift register function. Now as you know, generally we have to use shift right register and shift left register. What is the block format of the shift register? So here the number of input is given 3. IN0051, IN0052 and IN0053. Starting register will be HR0207 and number of register will be 0001. Now what is the command of the shift register, right? So it is SR0111. So whenever the ladder diagram is executed, the bit will be shift right for this particular register. Now this diagram is used for the shift right function only one register. Now first input is for the shift, second input for the data in, and we have two options. If we have add or input data will be 1 for the on condition and 0 for the off condition, and the third input is the enable. Okay, now if we have to shift the register for the multiple register, okay, so we have to use the shift function for the multiple register. So here the changes is there, the input is same, shift, data in and enable. Now in the block format we have to write the starting register address, that is HR0207, and here we have to use the multiple shift register. So the number of register will be 3. So here you can see that number of register will be 001. So it is used for the one register, and here the number of register is given 3. So shift right function is used for the multiple register and the command is SR0122. Now next is the shift register for the shift left function. So you have to change only the command. Instead of SR, you have to write SL. SL indicates the shift left this particular data. Clear? Now multiple shift right function. Okay, so input is given IN0207, IN0208 and IN0209. Starting register is given HR0081, number of register 1, and we have to shift the data 3, and the command for the multiple shift right function is MSR. So using this command we have to shift the multiple register at the same time. So using this shift register we have to shift the data from right or to left or the multiple shift using the different PLC command. Clear? So using the shift register we can easily shift the data from right to the left or the shift left register. Okay, now in the next session we will study about the register rotate function. So we have easily rotate the bit from left to right or to right to left, and then we have study about the FIFO function. Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in my email ID. Thank you again.